looked like the Czechs would get out of the period. Michael Kevney wants a penalty against his
Oh, baby. Team Canada was all business Saturday night as they kicked off the World Cup with a 6-0, I won't even call it a victory, it's a drubbing of the Czech Republic. Next up, a very desperate American team. And here to break it all down is Hockey Central's Darren Millard. Now, Darren, we got to start with that Team Canada game because that, you know, obviously going into a tournament like this, we are the favorite. Everybody knows it. But sometimes the favorite kind of collapses under their own pressure. And it seems that this time it's not going to happen.
Well, you look back at Team Canada in 2010 in Vancouver and then in Sochi. There was a progression. They started here and eventually got here. They were stifling in 2014 in Sochi. But Sidney Crosby in particular starts here and gradually gets better. And then in those championship games, he is the best player in the world. He is Sidney Crosby. That happened in game one. That would frighten me more than anything else if I was the competition. Is Sidney Crosby is already at the top of his game. He's found chemistry with Patrice Bergeron and Brad Marchand, and they've been the best line in the tournament so far. So right out of the gate, Team Canada's firing on all cylinders, including Sidney Crosby. So that is the most optimistic thing that I've seen so far from Team Canada.
And the Czech Republic's no joke either. This is, you know, that's a great hockey
when the selection process was made, they were considered the weakest team, but then they went out and had a great World Championship and were very good against Russia in that two-game pre-Olympic or a pre-tournament series. So I think we expected a little bit more from them in that game. So. But Team Canada was dominant. Carey Price was a non-factor. All the conversation about Carey Price coming into this tournament.
He was supposed to be the best goalie in the world.
It was a non-factor in game one. We'll see what happens going forward, but you know, that was an incredible start.
So that matchup, their next matchup is tomorrow night versus the Americans. The Americans lost to, surprisingly, Team Europe, and they're a team that didn't pick Phil Kessel, you know, and then is now struggling to generate offensive chances. You know, is that something that is Team USA going to suffer in this tournament because of that?
Well, didn't play Palmieri, 30-goal scorer. Didn't play Dustin Byfuglien, who can change the tempo of a game. Physically as much as he can with his skill. So I think right now the biggest question around Team USA is coaching decisions and what they're going to put forward in their lineup against Team Canada. But their tournament comes down to tomorrow night. It's that early. If they don't win tomorrow night, they're out. Wow. So I think Team USA from where they started in Sochi and then ended up losing that bronze medal game to the disappointing performance in their opener at the World Cup is really, really upsetting for USA Hockey.
And lastly, tonight we've got a big game. It's on Sportsnet at 7 o'clock. We've got Team Russia, Team North America, Austin Matthews, Connor McDavid, Jack Eichel. So, you know, a new market boy, a guy who plays in Buffalo, and our new kid, Austin Matthews. What are you seeing from Team North America and that line specifically?
That first goal for Team North America with those three involved in 10 years, when we look back at the line score from that, well, if we're really bored. But when you look back at that line, that's going to be incredible to see where these three go. I wasn't sure that they would necessarily be able to compete for a semifinal berth. But when you've seen they've won 3 of their 4 games in pre-tournament and now the tournament, they might be the team. They've positioned themselves, and Finland was disappointing. Pekka Rinne didn't have the greatest game, but boy, this North American team, they play the game the way that you would want to go and watch a game. They just go right at you.
Yeah, and it's amazing to see Austin Matthews playing in the Air Canada Center, which we're going to see lots of this year, which is going to be great. So, again, tomorrow night, Canadians take on the Americans at 8 p.m. on Sportsnet. Tonight, Team North America takes on, of course, Team Russia, which is going to be a high-flying, exciting game. Darren, you're on a World Cup of Hockey special edition today at noon, correct?
Yes. Hockey Central at noon, World Cup.
Fan 590 and, of course, Sportsnet Television. And, Tammy, let's go upstairs to you.